Okay. Start. Let's continue with the remaining concept. Now we are going to learn about the qualities of entrepreneur. What are the various qualities of an entrepreneur which is required within an entrepreneur to run the business successfully? Now, the question can be twisted. Either they may ask you natures, features, characteristics, or else the qualities of entrepreneur. The answer will remain the same whether they ask about the nature, whether they ask about the features, characteristics, or qualities of an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, you need to be an innovator. What is innovator? Innovator is a way of creating or developing new ideas in order to either increase the revenue of the product or else to decrease the cost of the product. Who said this? Remember, it has been said by Joseph's computer in 1934 that one of the qualities which is required by an entrepreneur to be successful is that he needs to be an innovator. Let's move to the next aspect. Decision making skill, another quality that an entrepreneur must have. What is decision making skill? The quality of listening to the problem, analyzing the problem, discussing the solution, and choosing the best solution, and then implementing the solution, and then reviewing that whatever solution we are taking, are we able to fetch the right solution for the problem? That is decision making skill. One of the qualities that should be there in an entrepreneur to be successful. The next is open-mindedness, another quality of an entrepreneur. What is open-mindedness? Open-mindedness means accepting the suggestions from everyone, be it a manager at the topmost level or else an employee at the lowest level. Accepting and analyzing and respecting the opinion and suggestion of each and every person is known as open-mindedness, another quality that an entrepreneur must have. The next is locus of control. It is also popular in the name of power of God. Julian Rother in 1960 has rightly said that an entrepreneur must have the power of God, but this is something which is very easy to implement. Well, if you have a power to influence the people around you and not to get affected by them, it is known as internal locus of control. That you have inner power, you have so much of inner power that you can control the people around you. The next is external locus of control. When you do not have a power to control people, but it's the people who control you, then in that case, your locus of control is very low, and it is known as external locus of control. Basically, it's not a power of God, it's your controlling power, which was defined by Julian Rother in 1960. Another quality that an entrepreneur must have in order to run the business successfully. He must have an organizing skill. What is organizing skill or organizer ability? That is organizing resources like human resource, capital resource, natural resource, physical resource, because at the end of the day, he is the owner of the business. And he should have that organizing ability, that which resources should be utilized for which purpose. Next, he must have a good personality. What is personality refers to? When we talk in terms of entrepreneur, then in that case, when we talk about personality, it means we are talking about IQ level. We are talking about EQ level. We are talking about intellect. We are talking about emotion. And we are talking about good health. Because it is very important for an entrepreneur to be present, and if he is not healthy, then that would be a problem, because in his absence, when he is needed the most in the organization, and if he is not there, then it will impact negatively to the organization. He should have risk-taking ability, one of the another quality, because if he is not a person who can undertake the risk, then he will never get a right opportunity wherein he can explore and get the revenue that he is looking for. The entrepreneur is not required to work at a lower level, but it is very important that he must have a technical knowledge. The another quality which is required. Why? There would be a circumstances wherein the employees may not support him. Then on that day he has to hit the ground and he has to work on his own. That is why it is said one of the qualities required by an entrepreneur is technical knowledge as well as human relation. What is human relation basically? Selecting an employee, recruiting an employee, directing an employee, paying them salary, incentives, and also firing them when it is required is what human relation. How to motivate them and which factors will motivate them. Understanding that psychology is human relation skill. Another skill which is required by an entrepreneur so that he can manage the people within the business and get the work done. He need to be patient. You need to have patience. See, business is all about ups and downs. Business never stay constant. It would never be progressive throughout the journey of the business cycle. So you need to be patient enough to understand that every phase of the business cycle is going to fade out after certain years or decades. So he has to focus and concentrate patiently on each and every scenario in each and every phase of business cycle. These another feature of the qualities, natures or characteristics of an entrepreneur. You need to be a good communicator. You need to have a good communication skill. Your communication skill refers to, you can see the reflectiveness of the message that you deliver to your employee. It doesn't mean that you need to have a sound knowledge in English. It doesn't mean that you need to be good at constructing your sentences grammatically correct. It means you deliver a message and the people who is listening is able to understand the message and you can see the behavior, reflectiveness of your communication on them. That is communication skill. You say them something and they are doing altogether different, then it means you are lacking in communication skill. Another quality which is required, apart from this, you need to be a good leader, because this is leadership skill is something which is required in order to influence the people so that they can do the task that you want them to do. Okay, you may want them to be the good employees, and in order to make your employees good, you need to adapt various types of leadership styles, maybe autocratic style of leadership, maybe situational leadership, strategic leadership, bureaucratic leadership, all sort of leadership style in order to make the things done for your organization. Apart from this, a good leader need to be self-disciplined and need to always seek for the opportunities that he may grab.